Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barrett. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Then they come up with something here. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, it is complete.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the Commodores have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Bringing pressure. It is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. You see it, the defense, and he lofts it toward the left sideline. He's got it right near the end zone. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffs. But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Brown. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Throws it to the right. Makes the catch, but couldn't stay in bounds. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And he's brought down there.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. He'll be taken down. There is a flag in the field. We'll see if this sack holds up. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 14, Vanderbilt 0.
So we'll start the 2nd quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
And your Vanderbilt Commodores will take over 1st and 10.
So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made him to play the 29-yard line.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And he'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Fisher. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Over the middle. It's Coleman. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball down near the 30.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He's going to take another shot right here. Try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Looking to throw again. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And this pass is on target. Caught. And he'll be brought down.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He steps out of bounds, but more than enough yardage to set up 1st and goal.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down. Second down and goal upcoming. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight and try to get themselves back into this game.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. they get set to kick it away.
Colorado, 17.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. The Buffaloes hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Grab down the middle. It's Moss. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
And the Buffaloes will have 1st and 10 here. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, Commodores. The defense adds 6 points. That's a scoop and score. Defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Pressure is coming. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him there, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, Could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Lizzie.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. He'll hand it off. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the extra point is good, makes it a 21-17 game. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Baker. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense jumps on the football. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And it's good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense setting in for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Commodores will kick this away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. We get the 2nd half started with a running play. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Airing this one out toward the sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. They kicked a field goal on the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. He shreds the tackle. He's brought down out at the 46.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up. Same tailback, another carry. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And the Commodores will try to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground here.